Hi everyone, I'm Sherii Sherman with Miles for Memories, and today I wanted to show you a little bit about the new watch that we are piloting. It is a GPS watch, and it can help you to find your loved one no matter where they're at. For this particular set of the pilot, we are looking for caregivers in particular that will help us through this process so they can learn about the features that are on the watch and recognize which ones might be most beneficial for them as they care for their loved one. So you can see the watch, the one that we're piloting. The band is very flexible, easily fits together. In the back side there are 3 different clasps. There's one on the back side here that clasps in. There's one right here, and then there's one here. So there's 3 different clasps to help hold the bracelet on and in place, making it sometimes difficult to get off. Secondarily, when it comes to charging the bracelet, we have this unique fun little setup back here, and it sits by magnet right on top of the charger. But on the charger there's also a link to the charger, so the band snaps to the charger and doesn't fall off if you happen to walk away. So these little pieces help it no matter what you're doing, whether you're wearing it or whether you're charging it. They're there for your purpose. All right, so this particular bracelet is connected to a phone line. The wearer has the ability to communicate with someone who manages their watch through an app on their phone. From the watch you can do a variety of different things. So first of all, you just turn it on. It tells you what the time is. That's always kind of a nicety. If you swipe it in one direction, it will show you who you have on here, but it includes photos. So as you go through this process, you can see photos, and they can just press on the photo and it will call. So in this particular case, Mom comes up, and then I can make a phone call, which is going to go to my phone, and it will start to ring. And you can communicate with them right through the watch. And this one is hooked up to my cell phone. So from my cell phone, I would just go ahead and slide it over, and I can talk to myself. Hi. Hi. So at any rate, you can talk to anybody that you might like to from that particular perspective. In the corner up here, I'm going to turn that off. In the corner there is a little volume button, so you can make it louder or softer from where you're at. If you can't hear it, the person at the other end has access to that information and can make it louder or softer for you as well. So they can help you with that and through that process. If you keep sliding on over, there's a variety of additional features that this watch happens to have. So you can set a variety of alarms for loved ones. So it might tell them that it's time to get up and exercise. It might say that it's time to get up and take medications. You can set it for whatever you want and for however long you want it to take. It could be that you want them to walk for 30 minutes as an example, or 10 or 5 or whatever the case might be. This particular feature is when the watch is put on Do Not Disturb. So there might be a period of time that you know you want them to nap. So somebody will not be able to make a phone call to them. You can still find them through the GPS, but you won't have a phone call option. The nicety about this is that as the caregiver, from your phone, from the app on your phone, you can change that anytime you want to. Okay. This paintbrush just changes the backgrounds, and then this is another setting for the volume for them to get to. This is a stopwatch. That way you can gauge how long you are doing something. And then you can actually put to-do lists in here if you want. We might be going overboard, but they indeed are in there for that purpose, and you can just keep right on and going. The steps right here, all these little feet, tell you how many steps that person has taken in a day. And with dementia, we want the person to move. We want them to get up. We want them to move over and around. And so I'm close to 3,000 steps today, which means I've been sitting a lot, as an example. Just going backwards again, this is so that I can leave a voicemail message with someone. This is, again, different kinds of alarms that you can set. These are different kind of activities that someone might be able to jump to do. This one happens to be a grasshopper, so you're going to jump for a couple minutes or number of times, so 40 times, 20 times, and so on and so forth. And you can change it to all sorts of different activities that may or may not be something that you might want to use with this particular device. And then it brings you all the way back to the contacts and all the way back to the beginning. From your cell phone, if you follow the app on your phone, you can also set things up such that it gives you a home base of where the watch belongs. and you can set that up as home. And then from your phone, you can also decide where you're supposed to be. So you can tell it where home is, you can tell it where work is. Those are common places that they might visit. And from that point, you can set the watch so that you get a notification if they go a certain distance from that point. All right. So if you want to know if they go more than 100 yards from the kitchen in their house, then you'll get an alarm on your phone that says they've gone beyond 100 yards from your phone. You can, from your phone, also set it up such that it gives an alarm if it's been submerged in water for a period of time. There's a variety of different features that, as a caregiver for someone with dementia, will really help to give additional peace of mind, because you'll have some idea, a much better idea of what your loved one is doing at home during the day, or give them ideas of things that they can do at home during the day. One of the other features is from my cell phone, I can call the watch or my loved one, and if they don't answer within a set period of time, so let's just say 2 minutes, the phone will automatically answer, and I can start to talk to them. And if she wasn't answering because she was sleeping, that's one thing, but maybe she wasn't answering because she had fallen and she didn't have the bracelet next to her, or didn't know how to get to the bracelet because of the way she fell. And I can talk to my loved one through that bracelet and find out what's going on and make sure they get help if they need it, or be relieved knowing that everything is okay.